I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000. I've been an advocate over the years saying to myself and saying to y'all, hip hop is dead. Yeah, there's nobody in the game authentic anymore. The game has changed and shifted because rapper Jay-Z is now speaking out, and I believe the future is coming. Yeah, I believe the future is coming, but I don't believe hip hop is a part of that because at the end of the day, nobody sounds authentic anymore. Everything is finicky. This person tries to sound like this person. Nobody is staying true to themselves. A lot of these guys are starting to sound younger and younger. Yeah, they not telling the hardships in their music anymore. You don't get that Tupac feel, that Biggie feel, that Nas feel, that Jay-Z. You no longer get that in hip hop. Everything is made up and molded together to make us like it. And they play it time and time again so you can hear it on the radio, so you can become immune to the music. It's no longer a good feeling anymore. Jay-Z kind of spills the beans on solutions to get hip hop moving in its normal form again. Because to keep it real, hip hop has been on a decline for the past few years. And there's only a pinch of groups that's authentic out here. Let's talk about it.
This is Harlem legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Oh, this is Harlem legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Hey, this is Harlem legend, no cap. Harlem legend TV, we the realest on the screen. Breaking down the culture, keeping everything clean. Hip-hop stories raw, nothing in between. From the block to the world, we chasing a dream. I see the world through a lens so wide. Every hood story, every truth they hide. I'm the pulse of the block where the truth resides. Harlem legend TV, where the realness abides. Harlem legend TV, where the realness abides. Harlem legend TV, where the realness abides.
Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. If you're new to the channel, if you're old to the channel, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but Jay-Z, he's the end-all be-all in hip-hop at this point because we no longer have the Biggie Smalls around. You heard the Tupacs. You heard the prodigies. Yeah, the people with the voices that were actually making the great music. Yeah, Nas don't even chime in no more. You heard? At the end of the day, there's only a few faces in hip hop that you can actually say run this culture. And they actually run it on a whole nother level because they're behind the scenes now. They're no longer going platinum after platinum after album after album. You feel me? We don't get that authentic feel no more. See, Jay-Z is Jay-Z. Hey, I would never take, now he may have some character flaws now and then in the media, right? I get it. But they don't make them like this anymore, y'all. Let's call it what it is. We just don't get the music that we're accustomed to because a lot of times we got these older rappers trying to sound young. You heard? Playing themselves out of position. Yo, the future is coming, and Jay-Z said it best. Let the future come. See, Jay-Z sat down for an interview with Times Magazine, and I got to be real. Hey, he's speaking what's real and what needs to be said. A lot of these guys are not being authentic. They're not sticking to themselves. You heard? They're not telling their story. They telling the YN story now. Pay attention to what Jay-Z says in his insert. And, you know, yo, y'all let me know, is he keeping it real? Pay attention.
A fight against the future. Future's coming. Artists, they were trying to recreate something that was already done, but they're not connected to it like that. They're not living it and breathing it. They were fighting against gravity.
See, and he's speaking of, a lot of these new rappers coming in. Yeah, it's not authentic. They just mimicking other people. They didn't live that life. And they got albums and videos about killing and dealing. And they really didn't live that life or didn't even have to. You heard? So the authentication is gone.
As opposed to telling their story. We needed that other side. We needed to hear about what happens when you've had 4 successful albums. What happens? What is that feeling like? How do you make the next one? How did you get in the studio? How are your kids? How do you interact with them as this hip hop dad? But if you're trying to
see, that's Jay-Z speaking a different level talk. You heard? Because we all know he has platinum after platinum albums. You feel me? Not a lot of hip hop stars actually have that. Like the Jim Jones, the Manos, a lot of them don't have them. Yes, they have nice singles and platinums, but they have to try to fit in with today's demographic. You heard? That's the problem. They have to fit in with today and what's going on today. Jay-Z doesn't have to do that. All he has to do is be himself. So it's real easy for him to say.
Make young music and you're not young, it's going to be inauthentic and people can feel that. You can smell it.
And you know what? Jay-Z is definitely right because a lot of people can smell that, yeah? We know the people that's not authentic and we're not talking streetwise, right? We just know the people that's no longer living that life, right? When you become successful, I expect you to rap about being successful. And that's what Jay-Z did throughout his career, if you really think about it. Yeah, from Original Flavor when he was rapping fast. Jay-Z basically changed the game because as he went up, his lyrics changed. You heard? And not a lot of rappers is doing that. Like, all right, for instance, and not to just call this person out, but like Jim Jones, he raps about the streets and moving bricks and doing this. And we know you're no longer doing that. We know you've been a successful artist. You see what I'm saying? I want to hear the pain in the music. That's just me. I like authentication no matter what. So Jay-Z, he gave us an example because he brung up one of the groups that I feel has always been authentic and have basically garnered success. Yeah, Pusha T, Malice, VA, Stand Up, I Gotta Be Real. These guys have actually garnered success staying themselves. We all know Malice went to go be a preacher. He went to church. You hear me? He went to church. He was tired of feeding us the bull crap and came back and is still successful. You heard? Pusha T went on his own dolo and was still making that music that was true to himself. You don't find many artists like that, and that's what Jay-Z is saying. He comes up with a solution, y'all, and I need y'all to pay attention to this because it's very important to stay authentic, stay yourself. You heard? You don't got to blend in with today's times. The music is timeless. You want things that came out in 95, you still listen to today. Pay attention to what Jay-Z says, y'all, because things get real. Salute.
Anyone can do, like going through music, is to tell a story. And just keep creating from that space. I love what the Clipse are doing right now and how it's authentic to them. And they're telling the story about their mom and dad who just passed away and how deep that is with John Legend singing on the chorus and everything that they've been through is an authentic display, a piece of classic material that it could have came out 96 or come out 2026. It still feels the same because it's real and it's authentic to who they are.
See, I still listen. I gotta be real. Me personally, that's official what he said because I still listen to Mobb Deep. I still listen to MOP. You feel me? I'm still listening to the authentication in the music from back in the days. Yeah, I'm still listening to Blood Money and all that. You heard? I'm still listening to Hard Knock Life, Volume 1, Volume 2. Yeah, I'm still listening to all this because the authentication was there. It seems like today the music has diminished And I feel like Jay-Z giving that example of staying yourself, telling your story. Stay authentic. Stop switching up for today's times. See, if something don't start to happen real soon, after a while, it ain't gonna make sense to even make hip hop music. Yeah, rap music is not gonna make any sense at some point. Because think about it, R&B, where is it? It doesn't even make sense anymore to even do R&B. They totally knocked it off the planet. But hey, who am I? Y'all let me know down in the comment section how y'all feel about this whole situation. Is Jay-Z speaking facts and letting us know some things have to change around here? Like, y'all got to be authentic. Y'all totally faking in y'all music. Y'all feeding the people fake games and that's not your lifestyle right now, right? We want to hear the other side. You heard what you did when you got the money, what you doing now that you got the money, how successful you can be doing what I did. Yo, it's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Get down in the comment section. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. I appreciate all of y'all that's been rocking with me. Salute.
A fight against the future. Future's coming. Artists, they were trying to recreate something that was already done, but they're not connected to it like that. They're not living it and breathing it. They were fighting against gravity as opposed to telling their story. We needed that other side. We needed to hear about what happens when you've had 4 successful albums. What happens? What is that feeling like? How do you make the next one? How did you get in the studio? How are your kids? How do you interact with them as this hip hop dad? But if you're trying to make young music and you're not young, it's going to be inauthentic and people can feel that. You can smell it.